Good evening and welcome to Match of the Day. The quest for the quadruple was perhaps on Jose Mourinho's mind, but in Chelsea's way today were Newcastle and a certain Alan Shearer. He's never won the FA Cup, twice the runner-up. He's desperate to change that stat in his final season. We'll also have highlights of Tottenham Hotspur against Nottingham Forest and the Lancashire derby. Burnley were at home to Blackburn. Gavin Peacock is here with me in the studio. He, of course, played for both Newcastle and Chelsea. And we start with that match at St James's Park. Your commentator is Simon Brotherton.
Snow showers permitting, and the pitch has had to be cleared twice today already. Chelsea's four-pronged silverware assault is about to go into overdrive in the biggest week of their season so far. Half an eye elsewhere may prove costly, though, against a Newcastle side desperate to keep their domestic season alive. Newcastle are without Lee Bowyer and Amdi Faye, who are both suspended. Jean-Alain Boumsong returns after a month on the sidelines, and Celestine Babayaro, who won the Cup with Chelsea 5 years ago, plays against his former teammates. Only 4 of those who started for Chelsea at Everton last week remain today. Fit again Ricardo Carvalho makes his first start in over 2 months, while Jeremy plays for the first time since the 3rd round. Star-studded cast in the stands as well as on the field of play. Paul Gascoigne there with the England coach Sven-Göran Eriksson. And now Stephen Carr back in the side this month, having missed a significant portion of the season with a knee injury since the back end of November. Here's Butt, who's been injured a lot as well. And now Robert. Oh, what a start for Newcastle! Patrick Kluivert! 3 minutes played. Patrick Kluivert's 9th goal of the season, and Newcastle make it look so simple. And this certainly wouldn't have been in Jose Mourinho's plan for the day. Robert is erratic, but he can be a match winner. Terrific ball in, and deposited with some style by Kluivert past Cudicini. Just the sort of start that Newcastle needed. Well, we have a real cup tie on here now. This is Carr. A bit of space now for Kieran Dyer. He's got Carr outside him. Kluivert waits in the middle. Again, the cross doesn't find him. Nicky Butts. Couldn't get over the top of the ball to keep it down. Promising play here from Newcastle United. Dyer and Carr combining well. Chelsea settling down though, getting a little bit more of the ball. Newcastle's early flurry. Good play here. This is Thiago, and it falls to Kezman. And Newcastle saved by the crossbar. Well, what a piece of good fortune that was. Midway through the first half, Chelsea so close to an equaliser, and they could get caught on the break here. Shearer finds Dyer. Plenty of blue shirts back, and away by Ricardo Carvalho. Genus really did have better options than that. And that'll be a free kick. Kezman nearly on the score sheet as the ball was played forward. Good strong running, firstly by Thiago and then by Kezman. The right idea. Newcastle saved by the bar. Thiago's ball in, taking a deflection, so close to an equaliser. What do I have to do to score? Now Kezman finding Jaroszek. Good save by Shea Given. Jaroszek still searching for his first goal for Chelsea. The header from Glenn Johnson, a lovely little touch, and Jaroszek nearly beating Shea Given. Rather a lot of talent watching the match in the stands there. Makaleli, Drogba and John Terry. Now this is Jaroszek. That was a lovely little layoff to the Czech. Down he goes under the challenge from Titus Bramble. And it's a goal kick. As the tackle came in from Titus Bramble, he took the ball, and then Jaroszek as well. Goal kick it was, but Chelsea getting a little closer, you feel. And here we are. Sadly, it's no longer orange, but it's the best we can come up with in the modern era. Closing seconds of the first half. Wayne Bridge for Chelsea. Is there time for one final attack before the break? There goes the half-time whistle, and Newcastle hold a slender lead, scored by Patrick Kluivert early in the match, superbly supplied by Laurent Robert. Chelsea's best chance in the blizzard conditions which have fallen throughout the first half fell to Kezman. He couldn't score. At half-time, it's Newcastle 1, Chelsea 0. Jose Mourinho is nothing if not decisive, and with Chelsea's chances of a quadruple 45 minutes away from being extinguished, he's decided to take action by making 3 substitutions at the start of this second half. Frank Lampard, Ida Gudjohnsen and Damien Duff will be coming on for Chelsea, replacing Jeremy, Joe Cole and Thiago. Chelsea going to look to Damien Duff a lot in the second half, I think, but he needs to just get onto the pace of the game. Shearer challenging Wayne Bridge, and Bridge has stayed down after that and looks in considerable pain. Bridge tackled by Shearer, who caught his left leg. And it was an uncomfortable fall. And Patrick Kluivert there is being less than sympathetic. Well, that's a sorry sight. And we have to hope that Wayne Bridge is not as seriously injured as first appears. Chelsea down to 10 men. Pressure's really on for Chelsea here. What have they got? They really will have to dig in for the rest of this game. And Johnson's been left here by Robert. And if only he could have got the ball to the far post, Alan Shearer would have had the easiest tap-in. Robert has skipped away from Glenn Johnson. Look at the space that he had. Look at Shearer there as well. Now Damien Duff. Chelsea really need him to sprinkle some of his magic on the playing surface here. Flag up far side. Newcastle free kick against Kezman. Newcastle keen to keep the game moving. Babayaro looking for Robert once again, and he's away here. If he can find the cross for Shearer. Chelsea scramble it clear. What an enormous amount of space afforded to Laurent Robert for the second time in about 2 minutes. Here's Damien Duff. First chance we've really had to see him run at the Newcastle defence. Gudjohnsen waits by the edge of the penalty area. This is Kezman who wins a corner. Duff to take. Gallas is up for this one. Too far for him, away by Boumsong. Now Frank Lampard drills it in low. Worth a try, and it was a fair shot too. Lampard drilled it in, but given right behind it. Newcastle are going to make a change here, and Alan Shearer is the player who is coming off to be replaced by Shola Amiobi. The crowd don't like it, but what many of them may not know is that Shearer had to have a run out and a test this morning on the pitch to check out a tight hamstring, and one can only assume that it is that hamstring that is playing up again now. Johnson heading up towards the penalty area. Lovely skill. Babayaro just left there by Duff. Jaroszek for Chelsea. Now Kezman. Chelsea just can't find a way through. They cannot pick the lock of the Newcastle back line. Jaroszek once again. Gudjohnsen wants the ball played in. It's Kezman. And he didn't get hold of that at all. Chances will be at a premium for Chelsea in this second period as the match wears on, you feel. They need to take them when they come. 17 minutes to go plus added time, of which there will be some. Carr makes a run on the near side. This is James Milner now for Newcastle. Picking out Stephen Carr. He's in behind Duff. This is a real chance. And Kudachini does well. Kudachini and Duff have collided. And Jose Mourinho may be a worried man now. This is turning into a disastrous afternoon for Chelsea, potentially. Here come Newcastle, and now they have a free kick for that foul by Ricardo Carvalho. It was Patrick Kluivert. What a position to get a free kick. Genus and Robert are ready to take the kick. It's Robert, and it's off the wall, and it's gone for a corner. And all the time the play is at that end of the field, Newcastle will be happy. Shea Given is suggesting that his teammates keep the ball in that corner. But in the end, they're going for it. Oh, and Glenn Johnson nearly stuck it in his own net. That really would have been game, set and match. It was an awkward one to deal with, low and bouncing. The clock is ticking. Carvalho finds Ida Gudjonsson. Can he get past Titus Bramble? Emphatically not. And Bramble giving the sort of performance today that shows why his manager has faith in him. And now Kudachini's committed. And Kudachini could be in trouble here. Amiobi down. As the ball's played forward, he is onside. Carlo Kudachini has been sent off. And Glenn Johnson is going in goal. What a dramatic afternoon on Tyneside. The light is dimming on Chelsea's unlikely dream. This will be interesting. Kluivert against Glenn Johnson. He leaves it for Robert. Oh, what a save! What a save by Glenn Johnson. The Newcastle supporters beside themselves with excitement. He knows it's all over. The dream of 4 trophies has gone for this season. Another look at the watch from Mark Halsey. Now it's Lampard for Chelsea. And there we are, it's all over. A famous victory for Newcastle United, but a dream of 4 trophies in a season for Chelsea has gone. And it's turned to be a disastrous defeat as well, with Wayne Bridge ending up in hospital, Damien Duff clearly injured, and Carlo Kudachini sent off. But there's the man who won it for Newcastle, Patrick Kluivert, with a goal after just 3 minutes. It proved to be enough. The final score, Newcastle United 1, 9-man Chelsea 0.
Big game to win for you, Graham.
Yeah, I think that's the first time we've won 1-0 here since I've been manager, and it's something that we have to learn to do, because I think if you're doing that, you're going to get the results you want that will take you where you want to be at the end of the day.
I'm still very happy with my team. I think the result is not a fair result. I think we were the best team on the pitch. I want to believe that. But that's football, because in Stamford Bridge they were better than us during, I would say, 45, 50 minutes, and we beat them 4-0. So you have to accept football like football is.
I thought we played very well today. Their manager gambled at half-time by putting 3 substitutes on. He had to do something, obviously, because they were 1-0 down. And it was a little bit of luck for us that Wayne Bridge has gone off with an injury. I hope he's okay. It was an accidental clash with myself, but yeah, I think Lady Luck was with us today.
We are not stupid to promise or to say we are going to win 4 competitions, but we want to win every game. We showed today that we try to do it even in very difficult circumstances. And in this moment, nobody is in a better position than us in this country.